Most people think when your dog barks at a stranger walking by in Central Park, they are just being grumpy or maybe a little territorial. But the truth is actually so much more fascinating. Their incredible nose is currently scanning the air for stress hormones to trigger that ancient fight or flight instinct, all to protect you from very real dangers. Thousands of years ago, out in the harsh wilderness, the ability to sniff out an illness or spot a liar wasn't just some cute magic trick. It was the ultimate survival weapon that kept their wild ancestors alive. Today, even while your buddy is snoozing softly on your living room couch, their brain is still running that ancient survival software. In this video, we are going to decode exactly why 10 of your dog's quirkiest behaviors are actually brilliant evolutionary leftovers. But before we dive in, do me a huge favor and head down to the comments to type the number 9, just so I know you are tuning in and that we pet parents are never truly alone on this journey. Oh, and just a quick heads up, this video is brought to life by AI to share the absolute best and most helpful insights with you. Now, let's travel back in time to uncover the first incredible superpower of our four-legged best friends. Have you ever wondered why your dog suddenly growls at a delivery driver who looks completely friendly? Or why they back away when a stranger tries to pet them at the dog park? The secret isn't in their eyes, it's in their superhuman nose. When their wild ancestors faced unfamiliar animals, they had to know instantly if the newcomer had bad intentions, deciding right then and there whether to fight or flee. Fast forward to today, when a person with negative intentions approaches you, even if they are smiling and acting totally normal, their body is secretly betraying them by releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Your dog picks up on this chemical shift the second it happens. So if your usually sweet pup suddenly becomes a reactive dog around someone new, trust their instincts. They are reading a chemical reality that you simply cannot see. If you always trust your dog's amazing nose, be sure to leave a quick like on this video. This chemical tracking is absolutely vital, but to survive in a complex social structure, dogs also needed a phenomenal memory to know exactly who they could trust. It turns out, your dog doesn't trust liars, and for good reason. In the wild, deception could literally be a matter of life or death, so early dogs needed reliable companions to share resources and stay safe. A fascinating behavioral study from Japan showed that dogs actually keep score when it comes to human honesty. Researchers pointed to a container with food, and the dogs happily found the treat, but then they pointed to an empty box, tricking the dog. By the third time that same person tried pointing, the dogs completely ignored them. They had already labeled that human as unreliable. If someone acts super friendly to your face, but is actually being fake, your dog picks up on that inconsistency and remembers it. Hey, what state or country are you watching from right now? Drop a comment below and feel free to share or subscribe so we can keep exploring together. This sharpness in spotting fakes brings us to a visual skill that is even more sophisticated because your dog can actually read your face. Avoiding internal conflict has always been the key to survival for any social structure. Research suggests that dogs can clearly distinguish between different human facial expressions. From an evolutionary standpoint, an angry face means an internal threat, which triggers an instinct to avoid conflict and keep the peace. That is exactly why, when you are crying, your dog knows to come over and comfort you. But when you are visibly frustrated, they might give you a little space. They are reading the micro movements of your face better than most people can. This visual intelligence doesn't just stop at a smile, it extends to the entire body. Because dogs are absolute masters at reading body language. We humans lie with our words all the time, but our bodies always tell the truth. When early dogs were hunting or evaluating threats, they didn't use words. They relied entirely on posture. A tucked tail, pinned ears, or a stiff body were instant red flags. Today, if someone walks into your home saying how nice it is to meet you, but their shoulders are tight and their movements are jerky, your dog sees that massive mismatch immediately. They use that ancient instinct to scan for risks around you. Moving from physical cues, dogs also have a biological superpower that feels like pure magic, which is their ability to detect pregnancy. Protecting the next generation is evolution's #1 priority. So many pet parents notice their dog turning into a total Velcro dog long before they even buy a pregnancy test. When you are pregnant, your body's hormone levels change dramatically. Your dog's sensitive nose doesn't just pick up on the shifting progesterone, they also notice the subtle fatigue in the way you walk. Their deepest instincts kick in, and they appoint themselves as the guardian of your growing family. This primal urge to protect is just incredibly beautiful, isn't it? Let me know in the comments what state you are watching from, and share this video with another dog lover. But your dog doesn't just care about the family inside the home. They are constantly judging how people treat you out in the real world. Dogs absolutely know when someone is being mean. Because survival has always depended on social cooperation, dogs basically keep a moral report card on the humans around them. Behaviorists have observed that if your dog watches someone rudely refuse to help you, they will often refuse to accept a treat from that person later on. They aren't just begging for food, they are engaging in social eavesdropping to figure out who is a good ally and who might be a threat to your relationship with them. Evaluating human allies is crucial, but when facing their own kind, their survival instincts become even more obvious. You might wonder why your dog walks perfectly fine past 5 dogs, but then barks frantically at the 6th. It isn't random at all. From far away, that other dog might have been sending a challenge through a hard stare or a stiff posture. Your dog barking back is just that hardwired fight-or-flight instinct kicking in to establish a safe boundary. Plus, if your dog had a scary experience in the past, their brain remembers it to avoid future harm, which is a totally normal stress response. Feeling these physical risks is amazing, but dogs can also feel the subtle shifts of Mother Nature herself. Dogs can sense natural disasters before they happen. Out in the wild, avoiding a massive storm was the only way to survive. That is why your dog might pace around or act anxious right before a thunderstorm hits. Their hearing is so sensitive, they can pick up the low rumbles of the earth, and their bodies react strongly to drops in barometric pressure. They are literally using ancient survival software to warn you that a storm is coming. So if they are acting frantic, grab your emergency kit and stay safe. Yet no matter where you go or how far away you are, there is one thing evolution forces them to remember forever. Dogs never, ever forget your smell. In a harsh world, recognizing your family after days apart was essential. Your dog's brain permanently stores your unique scent right in the caudate nucleus, which is the brain's reward center. Whether you are away at college or on deployment, your dog holds on to a loving archive of you. When they are left home alone and decide to sleep on your dirty laundry, it is literally the closest thing they can get to a hug from you. And finally, the most advanced evolutionary skill of all is one that can actually save your life. Dogs can smell serious illnesses. Knowing who was sick was vital for early dogs to adapt and survive. Smelling a drop in blood sugar or detecting certain illnesses isn't just a party trick, it is a built-in biological scanner. Your body releases different metabolic waste when you are unwell, and your dog is essentially a living medical monitor, watching over you 24/7, sometimes even warning people before a medical emergency happens. Understanding all these ancient instincts really changes how we look at our dogs, doesn't it? They aren't just pets, they are incredible guardians carrying the spirit of the wild, dedicating their whole lives to protecting you. Right now, I would love for you to head to the comments and type your dog's name, whether they are happily sleeping by your feet or waiting for you at the Rainbow Bridge. Share a time when they used their special instincts to protect you. I will be reading every single one and sending so much love your way. Thank you so much for watching, and please, go give your smart pup a really huge hug from me.